Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Mabi, and today I want to talk about My Time at Sandrock. I want to answer some simple questions. What is this game? Who is this game for? And most importantly, is it worth your time and money? Now, for those of you who are fans of the first game, My Time at Portia, I'm going to save you a couple of minutes of me rambling on here. If you played dozens of hours, 50, 70 hours, and you want more of that game, this here, Sandrock, it's a 100% purchase. It is better, in my opinion, in all, in everything. Quality of graphics, voice acting, sounds, gameplay loop. It's all good. So if you love Portia, get this. Don't waste any time. Drop the video, like, and subscribe, but go freaking play the game. Now, for those of you who are on the fence or have never even heard of My Time at Portia or this new game, Sandrock, let's jump into it. So, this game came out May 25th, 2022, and it launched in early access. I want to thank the devs and publishers Pathia Games for their review copy. However, all thoughts will be my own. If a game sucks, I'll let you freaking know. So it's going to be on Steam PC and Epic Games Store. Later in 2023, they have plans to launch it on Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. And you can also pay like $5 more for a soundtrack. And I do have to say, even though this game does launch in early access, there is a ton of stuff to do here. And if they're going on the same track as the first game, because that game, I think My Time at Portia launched around 2017 or 2018. It launched in early access too, and throughout the couple of years, like 1 to 2 years that they were working on it, they came out and developed everything they wanted to. It came out version 1.0, and then it released on all the consoles. This seems to be going in that sort of same development cycle. So I have good faith that they're going to be finishing this game with taking a lot of feedback, because this game feels just like, oh, so much better in all regards. Okay, so what is this game? What is My Time at Portia's sequel, My Time at Sandrock? If you've played games like Stardew Valley, Rune Factory, Harvest Moon, this is essentially that, but of course it has its own twists and turns of it. This game is a life sim, sandbox, RPG, crafting, building, socializing with other players. It's primarily single player, but I don't know if I said this, there will be multiplayer in a future update. So this game, I don't think it's a direct like story sequel, but it kind of takes place in the same universe where 300 years later, after the Calamity, where people will be waging wars with each other using machines and giant robots. Basically, the fallout of that war meant that the whole world was covered in darkness and black clouds, and 300 years later, someone named Peach created and invented some sort of machine to kind of clear up everything. And now, generations later, the people here who had nothing to do with the war are discovering all the relics of the past and just basically trying to survive. In My Time at Portia, it was some sort of a seaside city. You got forests, really lush grasslands everywhere. With My Time at Sandrock, you play as a builder. You are already an established builder. You are on a train and you travel to Sandrock, and the whole goal is to just replace the builder that's there. So there's a gigantic town with a lot of people here, tons of different occupations. We got clinic doctors, researchers, archaeologists, you got cooks and all that stuff. So everything you would see in a sort of life sim, they're all here. So you are here to replace the old builder who's kind of retiring, and your goal is to pretty much do everything he is supposed to be doing. So building stuff for the people, doing gigantic projects to make everyone's life easier. But all the same time, you're going to be building your own repertoire of weapons, armors, accessories, increasing the size of your workshop, putting down buildings, decorating everywhere, talking to the townsfolk, making relationships, playing mini games, and doing a lot of leveling up and gathering. So I mean, I don't know what else to say besides that. That is the whole game loop. Every single day you wake up in your house and you go do a bunch of chores and quests. I'll give you an example of like a typical day you would see. So you start the game at 7 a.m. You're going to be opening up your eyes and you see your gigantic room. Depending on how far you are in the game, you start with a small dinky house, and then you can pay money. In this game, it's called Goal, G-O-L, and you're going to be decorating your house. And it's really cool they make everything in the game really relate to each other, and they kind of play off each other. So everything in the game is not just decoration. So in your house, if you put like a barrel here, you put a plant here on the side, you even put a chair down, it increases your stats. So you get HP, stamina, and defense for just even decorating your house. So there's your house, you go in, it's your place, you exit it out, and you have your farm here. You're going to be collecting stuff that you were processing overnight. So you're going to be tending to the animals, watering the plants, filling out resources, building things. And then you're going to be walking into town. You have a commission board. The first thing you're most likely going to be doing is going to the town hall. Over there, you can accept lots of different sort of commissions. You have a gigantic main job to do, which usually takes a couple of in-game days unless you're really prepared, and doing so you're going to be doing the main quest and furthering along the ultimate story. But then there's like tiny quests where people put up random quests and you get money for doing like, hey, they're like, hey, please make me a shield and sword. I need 10 logs. So you do that, so you go process things and you do that all at the same time. Time is ticking. You start at 7 a.m. And I do have to recommend people who are playing this game. This was in the first game, but make sure you do it here. The game time moves really fast, right? And when you're first starting out, and even after a couple of hours, I felt like it was necessary to do this. Go into the options, go to the gameplay, game speed, turn that thing down. Put it down really, really slow, because it starts at 1. You can put it up to 2 times speed, but the slowest you can make it is like 0.5 times. And even with that time, even with making time even slower, it was fast as hell. So really turn it down. Okay, so you're going to be talking to people. You're going to be giving them gifts. You're going to be playing mini games with them. You can spar with some of them. A lot of them you can really talk to, be friends, be buddies, be lovers, etc. And they do give you rewards for even befriending other people. Like, hey, if you are befriending this warrior like character, he's going to give you permanent stats to your character, like, oh, plus 10 attack. Or if you talk to this person who works on food, maybe every once in a while they're going to be sending you mail and stuff. So there's a lot of incentive here. And you know, to be honest, this is a really, really tough game to talk about, because I can go deep dive into every little bit of gameplay, because there is a lot here. This is why I really, really like these types of games. I love Rune Factory. Like, I really do. I'm so glad number 5 came out. However, that game, in my opinion, fails in comparison to how good My Time at Sandrock is. Pathia Games, they put it on PC first. Early access. They worked it out. Rune Factory 5, man, it just came out on the Switch, and though it has all of the, it has all the tropes and everything you would expect from a Rune Factory series, the performance is not great, the environments are bland as hell, the gameplay is just boring after a couple of hours. My Time at Sandrock, I think, is one of the top life sim games out there, along with My Time at Portia, but this sequel really just upped the ante, upped the quality. Everything here is good. So like I said, if you like Stardew Valley and those types of games, you're gonna like it here. There's a ton to do here. I'm gonna mention a couple of other cool gameplay aspects here. Just like Stardew Valley, there's like a museum. You're gonna be collecting, crafting stuff and putting it in there, getting rewards. The combat here is really nice. You have HP and you have overall stamina, which goes away after doing certain things, maybe using your pickaxe or swinging a weapon, etc. Gathering, your stamina goes down during combat. Not only do you have to worry about your HP and your stamina, but you also have sort of combat stamina, which is like a blue bar. Doing so, you can run around enemies, you can roll and stuff like that. This game has iframes. This game has different types of weapons. The combat, it's not like the most complex, but it's way better than the first one for sure. It's very smooth. There's like a braking system to destroy their stance. You can cancel mid-attack animations to dodge. They even have a new like range system that kind of works like an over-the-shoulder shooting thing, which is very cool. There's lots of dungeons in the game. There's pets you can have. Later on, I think I mentioned this before, but later on they're going to have multiplayer, but this game's completely 100% fine single player. I really wonder how the multiplayer is going to work though, because it's a lot to like, sort of go, work around with. You got time, you got loading screens. I wonder how that's going to work. But yeah, later on you can get like kids and all that good stuff. That was in their sort of review guide. They were showing me like, hey, we're planning on doing this and this and this and that. So There's a lot here, guys, and I'm gushing all over the game, but I do have to say it is really nice to see that this game released in a state that is very, very satisfactory. At the moment on Steam right now, I'm looking, this has around 400 plus mostly positive reviews, which is great. I really wonder what the other ones, now let me just scroll down here. What's on the bad part? Good. Okay, I'm actually hovering over it. Okay, hold on. This is what this guy said. I love My Time at Portia, but I won't be playing much of this game because they encrypted the assembly DLL to prevent modding. Okay, this guy is... He's not hating... He downvoted it because there's not the ability to mod the game. Okay. That doesn't count. What's next? This guy is 2 hours in. I really want to enjoy it, but it's inconsistent frame rates. I'm using a GTX 360. No. The frame rate is really good. As a matter of fact, this game has a lot of graphic options. You know, a ton of presets, a lot of graphic options. So I was able to put it exactly, tweak it to, you know, because I did 144 FPS and I turned everything up. Beautiful game. However, I'm running a stream PC and recording at the same time, so I kind of had to turn it down to medium settings. The game still looks freaking good. It looks way better than freaking Rune Factory and looks 100 times better than the first game. So good. Yeah, it looks like a lot of the people who are hating the game are just like, meh, you can't mod it. Meh, I'm having a very specific problem specifically with my graphics. Dude, overall, I've had no bugs. Minor frame rate drops just because I'm streaming everything, but everything is good. I love the gameplay loop. I love the voices. It's really hard to find anything wrong about it just because this gameplay loop really appeals to me. And guess what? This game's cheaper than the prequel, than the first game. The first game's $30 right now. This is launching $24.99. Maybe in the future they'll be increasing the price, and they should. This game, I think, can go all the way up to $39.99 if they wanted to when the game is done, especially with all the new things they're going to be adding. So, I mean, guys, it's a farming sim, it's a life sim, it's a combat sim, it's a collecting sim, it's upgrading nonstop. It's a really fun game. And way more than the first one, more activities. There's like every character's house is just, you know, really set to them. The environments are nice. It just has a lot of love put into it, dude. And I think these guys deserve more praise and definitely more exposure. So I would have to say 100% get My Time at Sandrock. If you love Portia, 100% yes. If you love Stardew Valley, Rune Factory, Harvest Moon, yeah, you're gonna this is one of the best. This is one of the best top life sim out there. So if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, it helps a lot. If you haven't already, subscribe for daily videos. If you're interested, all the footage you're seeing, I'm uploading it all on my Let's Play channel, link down below, and come by Twitch. I'm going to be live streaming all of it. Maybe when multiplayer comes out, we could check it out together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.